Good. What's good, y'all? What's the deal? Why my sleeves like that? What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? Let y'all come through here real quick. You feel me? Uh, let y'all come through for a quick second. Everybody come through. We got some stuff to talk about today. We got a couple interesting topics to talk about. So let y'all come through here real quick. Let y'all come through here real quick. We can get to talking about them Houston Texans, the Texans. Y'all come, make sure you hit that like button when y'all come through. We let a couple more people come through. We gonna get started with it. You know what I'm saying? Let a couple more people come through. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that like button when y'all come through here. Make sure y'all hitting it. You feel me? Uh, so kind of eventful couple days, huh? Let's see, let a couple more people fall through here. Make sure you're hitting that like button, comment. Let me know let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's up in here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out Fox 26. You know, shout out to my boy South Sports. Shout out to everybody there, South Nation. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? All y'all fall through. What you mean where I been at, man? I been here. What you talking about? What you talking about, man? What's good? What's good? You been at work getting it already, man. Get that paper. Get that paper. Gas high as a mug. You need to get that paper. You gotta get that paper. Can't go nowhere right now. Gas high, food high, everything high. Everything high except the paychecks. Paychecks ain't getting no high. That's a conversation for another day, though. But yeah. So I'm the OTAs. Seeing the boy Dre out there. Dre's out there for OTAs. What's the deal? What's going on? What's going on with you? See that boy Dre out there OTAs, and I seen his little press conference and stuff that he was talking. You know, he a huge fan of Michi. He said, "Gas higher than Watson." Oh man, gas higher than Watson cases. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, it's really not looking good for that boy Defo. It's really not. I ain't gonna be able to say what I want to say, but yeah, it's really not. It's really not looking good for that boy right now. It's really not. Like it's really not. Like you talking about you talking about now they trying to put the team involved with it. I don't know how much I don't know how much I'm buying into that, to be honest with you. To be completely honest with y'all, man, I don't really know how much I'm buying in to the team enabling him, basically putting him basically putting him in position. You know what I'm saying, to do that type of stuff. Like I don't know how much I'm buying that. I really don't. I don't know. It was an article saying Watson had his hands hold holding his feet with. Yeah, like it's ridiculous. Like the whole thing about the Texans, like basically like setting up the motels, setting up the massages and having NDAs. My thing with that is, I'm gonna put, I'm gonna humor you and say it was true that they did do that. If they was the truth, and before I finish, I see more people getting here, but the lights ain't going up. Make sure you're hitting that like button when y'all come through here. Make sure y'all hitting that like button when y'all come through here. Make sure y'all hitting that like button when you come through here. Uh, it's saying that um, if that is the case, I'm gonna just say I'm gonna humor y'all. If that is the case, why would you ask for a trade? Like if the Texans are doing this, enabling you and allowing you to do this, and it's basically setting you up to do these type of things, why would you ask for a trade from them? The reason why I'm saying this is because they know your dirty little secret. So do you think they still gonna protect you? Because like that would be the thing, like that. No, that would be the thing that I would be saying. Like whoever's the person who's setting up all this, like hey, we no longer will protect you and allow. We will no longer protect you. You asking for this trade, we will no longer protect you. And to be honest, the timeline kind of fits. Sean asked for a trade in January and March. That's when the first case comes out. Uh, so they like basically you lose the Texans protection by asking for a trade. Same thing with the endorsements. Like 'cause we were talking about me and the coworker they were talking about like how much money he's lost in endorsements and how he'll never get those endorsements back. Yeah, I mean, if I'm anybody with a business, I'm not no I'm not paying him to endorse my product. If I have a product, I'm not paying him to endorse my product. But the one place where he cost his own self outside the allegations that he ended his own endorsement deal with HEB. Now I know HEB probably wasn't giving him as much money as Amazon and Beats by Dre and Nike and what was the other place that he had endorsement with. I don't know if he had Gatorade. I can't remember, but I know he had Nike. I know he had Beats by Dre. I know he had Amazon. I know he had HEB. Uh, because HEB is a Texas based Texas only, if I'm not mistaken, a grocery store. I think they might have some like in Oklahoma now, but I know it's obviously it's a Texas based, predominantly Texas grocery store. So uh you end your own relationship with that one. Like you cuff your own endorsement deal. So it's one thing to do that, like the cuff endorsement deal like that, that's on that lower of a scale compared to the other endorsement deals. But why would you in a relationship with somebody that knows all your information? They're not gonna protect you no more. So it doesn't make any sense to me personally. To me, so I was saying this from the jump that at the very least he's guilty of being stupid. I'm not here to talk about guilt or innocence, but he's very at least guilty of being stupid for not if he did nothing wrong, not putting himself in a situation, putting himself in these sketchy situations and not having any protection as far as if you're doing this stuff at your own house, you got surveillance cameras so you got everything recorded, or you bring in a witness with you everywhere you go, things like that. So because of that, because he's not doing that, yeah, I thought he was already stupid if he was completely innocent. Now, if he is completely guilty and the Texans were enabling him and allowing him to do this type of things, why would you leave them? They know your information. They know they got all the receipts. The NDA receipts. People I know and me and the coworker were talking about this today at work. We're talking about maybe the Texans ain't know what they were doing. Like he knew he was getting a massage, but he didn't know what he was doing. He knew he was getting NDAs. You were just getting the NDAs for no reason. Like if the Texans went so far to get NDAs for Deshaun Watson, there's no reason. There's no reason why you need NDA outside of you don't want some stuff to get out. You don't want no stuff to get out. So since you don't want no stuff to get out, obviously you're hiding something. If you don't want something to get out, the only reason why you don't want it to get out is because you're hiding it. So obviously you're hiding something. So if you're hiding something, you don't want it to get out. So if you don't want it to get out, like I said, in essence, you're hiding something. So they know at the very least, they might not know exactly what you're doing, but they know that you are hiding something because they know that you asked for the NDA. They put up the NDA out there. So they know that you hiding something. That's one thing. Two things is that they also got the hotel and they booked the massages. So they basically put you at the scene of the crime right there. Boom. We got that you was there because we got the hotel for you. We got you was there because we set up the massage. We got the NDAs that they asked for, and then you was cash apping these women. I know a majority of them use cash app. You went out there with bags of money, so you got the cash app, so you paying them. There goes the receipt for the massage. Boom, you was there. You can't lie your way out of there. Like, obviously, you was there. Now, obviously, it's he say, she say, but at the very least, they all know that you there. And at the very least, they all know that you were capable and they actually able to do something like this. Again, why would you basically alienate why would you alienate the team that knows your information? Same thing I felt about the Texans. Why would you alienate a franchise quarterback? So it's a lot of alienation going around here on both parts that don't make no sense. Somebody is in this equation is incredibly stupid. The Texas organization or Deshaun Watson, if not both. But at least, at the very least, somebody is incredibly stupid in this equation. Good that the Texans were able to get up and out of it. Now, with this new information, I don't know. Does this come back on the Texans in some type of blowback? I don't know. But it's it's a very idiotic situation. Um, like I said this. I think I said this on the last live stream. The one I did Friday. Um, and I know I said to some guys in the Discord today, and they kind of disagreed with me, but I'm gonna say it again. That not from a talent standpoint. I'm not saying this from a talent standpoint. Don't get that twisted. Now, but Deshaun Watson's the worst draft pick the Texans ever had. Yeah, from a talent standpoint, he's probably the best. Maybe outside of Dre, Watt, because of the nature of the position and what that position does. But when you add all the off the field issues and him asking for a trade, like I said, it's gonna get worse before it get better. And I really can't say what I want to say. I got a video coming. I got a special video coming because it's some stuff that I want to say. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. That I can't say right now, but I definitely want to say. So y'all be on the lookout. Y'all be on the lookout very soon because it goes into very more there's some other stuff to the story that is missing from the puzzle, and it doesn't make any sense. Like I said, it just seems like that he worst draft pick in Texas history. I'm just leave it like that. Just from all the things in totality of everything that's going on, worst draft pick in Texas history. Let's see what y'all boys talking about. See what y'all boys in there talking about. Let's see here. Facts, bros. All the Watson love, the rough ten. Wow, 60 women could involve. Like, I've always said that the Texans, how everything went down with the Bill O'Brien and the falling to the Kansas City and Bill O'Brien trading Hopkins, Bill O'Brien getting fired, Deshaun Watson asking for a trade, that the Texans will guarantee it to get a 30 for 30. Don't know when they're going to get one, but they're definitely going to guarantee to get 30 for 30. Now with this, I actually think is going to be the Texans still gonna get a 30 for 30, but I think it's gonna be intertwined, and I don't think it's gonna be a 30 for 30 by themselves. I think it's gonna be a 30 for 30, either Deshaun Watson only 30 for 30, or a Cleveland Brown Texans 30 for 30, because these teams are intertwined more than people think. Because remember, like it's ironic that the Cleveland Browns had no one pick in the draft of 2017, passed on a quarterback. They had the 12th pick. And everybody thought they were going to take Deshaun Watson because both Trubisky and Mahomes is gone. They trade the 12th pick to the Houston Texans. The Texans take Deshaun Watson, plays for 4 years. The very next year, the Cleveland Browns draft the quarterback Baker Mayfield #1 overall. Then 4 years later, Deshaun asks for a trade. The scandals happen. Cleveland swoops back around, trades for Deshaun Watson, give up multiple draft picks, in the same process alienate Baker Mayfield. And as Deshaun Watson is becoming a Cleveland Brown, more cases with other stuff coming out as well. Suspension has yet to happen. If Deshaun plays for the Cleveland Browns, they give Deshaun Watson this record-breaking contract of guarantees. You alienate, and you might have to try to go back to Baker Mayfield, who you've alienated, who Baker Mayfield might not play unless you're paying them again. It's a very, very weird situation. A very, very weird situation. Very, very weird. Like I say, I got a lot more to say, but it's just a very weird situation. Like I said, I think it's going to be an intertwined 30 for 30 right now. I think it's going to be an intertwined 30 for 30. Like, yeah, I don't. The top of Tez might be in trouble over this. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how that works. I really, to be honest with you, I really don't know how that works. Because are the Texans guilty of a crime? Because they didn't pay for anything, but they did, like I said, but they did go out there and get the NDAs. And you're like, okay, if you get the NDAs, what do you get the NDAs for? No, obviously you want some stuff to go down. I mean, obviously, like so. Or unless he wasn't setting up the massage, unless they weren't setting up the massages, they just got hotel rooms and NDAs for them. Because do I think the NFL teams get women for players? Absolutely, I absolutely think they do. Yeah, and I think the teams protects their players from those things. I definitely think they do. Uh, like I said, I don't think they do it for just regular players. Like I said, I think that goes like for both NFL, NBA, but I think they only do it for the upper echelon players. Like a Deshaun would be in that category. Mahomes would be in that category. Lamar Jackson, uh, um, um, Zeke, Dak, uh, um, Derrick Henry, Tom Brady. Back in the day, Adrian Peterson. Like players like that. Like yeah, like do I think the teams like go and get women for them? Absolutely. Same thing in NBA, like a LeBron James, Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan. Like do I think that the teams or somebody? I'm not saying the team itself. Like I'm not saying Cal or the owner of the team is doing it, but do I think somebody in the organization with some pull, with some whatchamacallits, do they no? Hey, yeah, yeah, they some perks. I absolutely think they do. I mean, I think you'll be naive if you don't think that does happen in some circles. I'm not saying it happens on every team because every player probably doesn't want that. But do I think it happens? Absolutely. I mean, I said you'll be naive if you think that it doesn't. But in saying that, those players don't, in essence, if they are doing something wrong, I don't think that they'll like force their way out. Now they might leave via free agency, might leave in a messy way, but I don't think it's you hold yourself out and force a trade. And the way he held this franchise hostage, you know what I'm saying, with the whole no trade clause, like it was just dirty practice of what he did to get out of Houston and make sure he hitting the light button. I see more people coming in, but the lights ain't going up. Make sure he hitting the light button. Uh, um, it's more so dirty practice and the way he did it, and because of that, I don't think that it's not smart. I'm putting it like that. It's not smart to act the way you was acting. And I'm not talking to you. I'm not answering the phone. Like all this stuff that was going on, going into the season last season. All those things, like it's dirty pool. It's not good practice. Not good business. Like I said, I've been saying this from the jump, from when this first started out. He's been getting horrible advice. He's been getting horrible advice. Well, he definitely has. And his lawyer and Rusty Hard ain't doing him no favors, like being on the radio saying a crime. Like it's like he's getting horrible advice, asking for a trade. The way he went about it, he's getting horrible advice, and just somebody in his camp needs to basically not be in this camp anymore behind this, because I also heard a thing that the very first woman originally she was only asking for 35,000. So we wouldn't even know none of this for $35,000, but he didn't want to pay that. Now he gonna be paying like he gonna be paying over 35 million the way it looked like he gonna be breaking off some change. And I've said it that he should have settled them cases before that contract from Cleveland was announced. Because now and they put and the women been putting that in there that 230 is the 230 is not a good look, and that's part of the reason why they coming on here strong. Just didn't didn't do the right thing. He just put himself in a bad situation. They should suspend Watson until the cases get settled. That's the only way the NFL can make sure no more. I'm saying, oh, so you said so suspend him indefinitely? Nah, because you still you still got to put a number. 'Cause he can you say we gonna suspend till the cases get settled. He can get suspended. He can get suspended tomorrow. Say that, and then the cases get settled the next day, and then once his suspension over, and he never really served the suspension. So I definitely think that they gonna have to serve some. They gonna have to put some time. Like I said, from a test standpoint, you already know. Hey, give him that year. Give him that year and a half. I said on the last stream, I wouldn't be. I don't think it's gonna be a year and a half, but I would not be surprised if it's a year and a half. They would surprise me off. They if they gave him a year and a half. They or like a year and some games. Like we full season plus some games. So I mean 17 games. Technically there's no half a game. So I guess you would say eight. So you would say what 25 games? That's a year in 8 games. So yeah, 25 games. Yeah, 25 games. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if they said that. Hey, we gonna give you 25 games. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I don't think it would be 34 because that would be 2 seasons, 34 games. But we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. What why is it not playing this season? Point blank. Period. It's looking the more and more like that he's probably not gonna play. Moby Koye is the worst draft pick in Texas. Uh the worst first round draft pick, yes. From a football standpoint, if we talking strictly football, yeah. From a football standpoint, he's the worst football. Nah, it's not him and Kevin Johnson. I think the worst draft pick is probably somebody like Sam Montgomery. Uh, um, who else? Um, is it, is it uh is it Rodney Carmichael? Is that the corner from Miami, Rodney Carmichael that didn't ever play? Like we've had players that we drafted like in the second and third round that never played for the Texans, like that never got on the field. Uh, type of situation. To be honest with you, but nah, I say from a first round football standpoint, I give you a Mobile Koye. Next 5 years, Koye, Patrick Willis. Okay. Oh, the five selections after Mobile Koye was Patrick Willis, Marshawn Lynch, Darrell Reeves. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the Darrell Reeves. Yeah, I know. We passed up Darrell Reeves for Mobile Koye. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the draft for Adrian Peterson. And I think that's who the Texans wanted to draft. If it's a draft for Adrian Peterson, that's who the Texans wanted was Adrian Peterson, and the Vikings jumped up and leaped them. If I'm not mistaken, because I know the Vikings leaped up above the Texans to get Adrian Peterson. I think that's the same draft. I think that's the same draft. If I'm not mistaken, I definitely think that might be the same draft. What's up, Mr. Spitz? Shout out all the way from McAllen, Texas. All right, man. What's good with you? Appreciate the shout out from McAllen. Ain't that the McAllen? That's the Valley, boy. That's far from me. I think that's like 5 hours away from 5 to 6 hours away from where I'm at. Yeah, we still in Texas. Texas firing that female article trainer. I think she was showing. So you thought it was a female trainer? Rusty said happy end is not illegal. Yeah, that's what he said. Rusty said he's got over 1,000. Y'all stop it. Y'all leave that man Rusty alone, man. Yeah, make sure you're hitting that like button, man. Make sure you're hitting that like button. It's sad he's not playing this year on. Yeah, Cleveland. Like that's the one thing that I wonder if the Texans are like involved, like as far as like you know what I'm saying, like they like or were involved and know this type of stuff. Even though Cleveland, would they have to give back the picks? Like, could they be punished in some type of way? They got to give back the picks. But then again, from the Texan defense side, well, Cleveland knew he had these charges. Cleveland knew about these cases before we traded them. These cases were well documented. He had 22 before we traded him. So they Cleveland knew it. It's just there was none of them filed as criminal charge. He was cleared criminally. Criminally, he was cleared from criminal charges. And so since he was cleared of criminal charges, that's the reason why they made the trade. So that's not. I mean, unless something new happens, because they did say this 24th woman actually can file criminal charges because why this is not included in the two women. I thought that the 23rd and the 24th woman, those are the two women because the 10 criminal complaints that he had, two of them wasn't filed for civil suits. So I was just assuming that these two women were just they were just the other two women. They just decided to go ahead and jump on the board to and the civil suit. But they say this 24th woman is not. I mean, I don't know about the 23rd woman, but this 24th woman, this is new information to Rusty and everything that they didn't even know who the accuser was until this afternoon. They just found out who the accuser was. So I don't think that she could possibly that she could possibly and potentially go out there and put out she could potentially go out there and possibly file charges herself, or file a criminal complaint herself. And with some of the graphic details that's in that one, that could change things a little bit, from that type of situation. So again, like I was always saying from the beginning, this is really hard to prove that because there's no proof. There's no proof. But we'll have to see. What they'll say, like I said, it's some other stuff. There's other stuff that goes along with that. That's tied to that. Y'all have to wait for. Y'all gonna have to wait for the other video. Y'all definitely gonna have to wait for the other video. Yeah, trust me. You don't want to miss it. But like I said, OTAs. Texas still had OTAs today. Like I said, Dre was out there during the OTAs, and when Dre was out there, talk about how it's good to be back. And like how good is it back that every time he comes back he has fun. So I mean, obviously he wasn't there none last year. Because I mean, I forgot. I think it might have been the Chargers game he was at. I know he ended up coming to a game because he was sitting with the McNairs, and I also know he was at whatever game that was homecoming because he was at that game too. I think that might be the first game he went back to, the homecoming game where they had the Texan ambassadors, and also some other guys out there too. I mean, I seen Jonathan Wells. He was out there. Jonathan Wells, one of my favorite former Texans. Also, Earl Mitchell was out there as well. Earl Mitchell was out there as well at practice, and Andre said, that he like I know that he like when we seen like he definitely high on Stingley. He definitely high on Stingley. He also was high on John Michie. He said he think he gonna do some good things, some big things. But he also did say like that he had to walk around with a roster sheet in his hand because he don't know the roster. He said because it's completely different guys that were here the last time he was here, and basically just shows how different the roster is right now. And yeah, I seen that Petrie is making a name for itself. They saying Petrie coming out there showing up and showing out. Make sure you're hitting the like button. I see more people coming in here, but the light still kind of around the same. Make sure you're hitting that like button when y'all come through here. Make sure you're hitting that like button. If you don't so mind, if you're liking the content, hit the super chat if you don't so mind, so I can see your comments, especially when y'all comment, so I can see what y'all saying. But So, like I said, Andre said that he had to walk around with a roster sheet because he really don't know what's going on as far as the players. Obviously, he knows some of the players, but he don't know everybody. But he's like what he's seeing, and he said like, not gonna come out there and say, oh, they about to win a whole bunch of games, but he do say they building something, and then he likes the culture and he likes what Lovey's bringing to the table, and that's what he was mostly talking about. He was talking about Stingley. He was talking about Michie, and he was talking about Lovey. They asked him about Davis Mills, and he kind of stopped a little bit and just said that basically like he seems comfortable now. and he kind of just really just left it there. Just that he seems more comfortable than he was in the previous year, and obviously he's not gonna come out there and say no bad things about him. He's not gonna come out there and say a whole bunch of great things about him as well. He ain't about to come out there and just lie and say he out there ripping it up. If he not out there ripping up, he not gonna go out there and criticize him even if he out there playing bad. So the answer he gave, like I expected, was kind of generic. Um, but it's good to see Andre back around the organization. It's good to see him talking to players and being around. I mean, him and JJ are the two best players in franchise history, and JJ still playing. So um, Andre's the only guy who's able to come back. We already know that Foster doesn't really fool with football like that. Even though Foster was on a podcast, I Am Athlete podcast, a couple months ago, and he actually talked a little bit about football, about sports. I was actually surprised. He kind of, 'cause I know he's kind of what you call it about football, and it was something else that he did too, recently. I don't know if he retweeted something. It was something else he did football. It was something else he did football wise. That kind of like okay, like maybe he's not as out on football as he once was, but I don't think he'll go into the ring on. And I don't expect him to be on the sidelines or nothing like that, or being a Texas ambassador because his mind frame is a little bit different. But it's good to see former legends, like I say, out there being out there. I mean, it's good to see. It's very good to see to see guys out there like that. And I'm just happy. Like I said, like and from what they saying about OTAs, I mean, they saying Christian Harris, linebacker that we drafted in the third round, third round, yeah, linebacker drafted third round. That he was out there running with the ones today. I mean, I know it's OTAs. I'm pretty sure they also said that Gary Waller was running with the ones today too. But like I'm pretty sure they try to mix and match. But I mean, it's good to see a rookie out there. And was this week three, week two, week three of OTAs, seeing them out there, what I'm saying, working with the guys and working with the number ones. It's good to see them. I mean, obviously, they're in t-shirts and shirts. I mean, they might be wearing helmets, might not be wearing helmets, whatever. And, it's good to see them out there. It's good to see him out there. It's good to see him out there with the ones. It's good to see him out there getting their work. I definitely think he can show you something. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be hard to crack that linebacker spot in the beginning as a starter. I do think he'll start by season's end. Don't think he'll start the season off. Like I said, I think that both Petrie and Darius Leonard are gonna start the season off. I think week one, like preseason one, but week one, I think they're going to be the start. They're going to be the starting corner and the opposite, one starting corner and one starting safety. And I think that Michi is going to get brought on slow because he's coming off the injury. I think that Pierce and Harris, I think they eventually start. I think it might take them mid towards the end of the season. I do think that Pierce gets on the field first as far as a starter, and I think he gets on the field first period. But I definitely think he gets on the field first as a starter. Uh, than Jonathan Harris. But I definitely think that Harris, I mean Harris running with the ones is a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Um, I'm glad to see it. Definitely glad to see it. Definitely think it's a good thing. Now, also like some NBA draft odds have come out. I know y'all probably here you go. You want to talk about the draft? You're right. You're right. You skip it. I want to talk about the draft because it's. I mean, the NBA draft affects both. Maybe not Texan fans, but it does affect both Rocket fans and Magic fans because since y'all picking directly underneath us, well not directly underneath us because y'all picking third. You still got Oklahoma City, but what y'all do is contingent on what we do. Like if we throw a monkey wrench in the pick, that might throw a monkey wrench in what y'all get. But right now, I say the draft odds is minus 400 for Jalen Jabari Parker going one, plus 300 for Chet going one, and plus 118 for Pablo to go one. And so I definitely think that Smith is going one. I definitely think Orlando Magic are going to take Smith. I think they're going to take. I think they're leaning towards the better shooter. And I definitely think that Pablo is going to end up being a Houston Rocket. I definitely think that's how it's going to go. I don't see the odds for 2 and 3 as far as like who goes 2 and who goes 3, who's most to pick. But the way the odds are looking, like I having that so far, like that big a discrepancy between one and between Jabari and Pablo. I definitely think that they got Pablo. Pretty sure they got Pablo a better odds and a better fact to go to the Rockets. And like Vegas normally knows something. Like Vegas normally is good with their odds as far as like coaching hires and things like that, draft picks. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Vegas had the Texans taking Derek Stingley while everybody um has us taking Salsa, has us taking Thibodeau, has taken Evan Neal, has taken Hutchinson, has us taking Icky. Like if I'm not mistaken, I think Vegas had the Texans taking Derek Stingley. So Vegas is normally right when it comes to this type of stuff. Vegas is normally right. So if Vegas is right, that seems like that's going to be it. As that seems like that more likely be the draft order. And like you said, y'all know I'm happy. Like I said I want Jabari Parker. I keep calling the boys Jabari Parker. Want Jabari Smith, and I know y'all boys want Pablo Benchero. So I definitely think that definitely would be the best outcome situation for both parties and both fan bases when it comes to the NBA draft. And speaking of the NBA draft. Speaking of the NBA draft, I got some news that I'm going to drop very soon about the NBA draft. So y'all want to come chill with the NBA draft, right? Y'all want to watch the NBA draft, maybe possibly even be on the live stream. Who knows? The possibilities is out there. But y'all gotta stay tuned for that. Y'all gotta stay tuned for that. But I think it's going to be a good situation. To be honest with you, like to be completely honest with you, I definitely think it's going to be a good little situation when it comes to the NBA draft and where both teams are leaning at and stuff like that. Like I said, I seen stuff about like the Magic possibly going after Zion. I don't really believe that. Like I've been saying from the jump, I don't think they're going to take Chet Holmgren. I think Jabari. That's who I want. And I think that's who they're going to lean on towards anyway. I know a lot of fans want Bryce or Stroud, but I want Mills to do enough. I want Will Anderson, that good guy is a unicorn. Oh, that guy's. I said that good guy. Yeah. I mean, I like Will Anderson as well. And I definitely, like I said, if Davis Mills is a guy that does open up a lot of possibilities when it comes to your draft capital, which you got because you have all these draft picks from the Deshaun Watson trade, actually. So if Davis Mills turns out to be the guy, and legitimately, you good, you is gravy, like Pimp C say, you gravy, like you are absolutely gravy. If that's the situation, if that like you are sitting pretty as far as like you got draft capital to maybe moving up and down draft if you so choose, go out there and get another star player or another player if you so choose, or whatever you want to do. Like I just keep going the course and just drafting good solid quality players, and because of that, in essence building a franchise that is competitive for years to come, and potentially be able to win Super Bowl without it all being on your quarterback or a certain player's shoulders. So a lot like this, it can go a lot of different ways. It definitely can, and you definitely want to see it. Like you definitely want to see you definitely want to see exactly what can happen. So like you definitely want to see it. So I definitely think that is the best case situation for the Texans is that Deshaun Watson gets suspended and Cleveland doesn't get a high draft pick and Deshaun Watson and the Texans get a good decent pick themselves, but also Davis Mills comes out there and shows that he's the guy, and the wild shower does not. Oh, maybe he's the guy. Like none of that. Like that, he's definitely the guy, and because he's the guy, you know that you gotta that you got basically you got to do what you need to do as far as from a draft standpoint and help build this team and get this team to the status that the Patriots was for 20 years. Now I know the constants they had TB12, but if Davis Mills does enough to be a solid, good quarterback, and this thing I think to me it can't just be solid and good. It has to be he's the guy because I think solid and good you still need to go after a quarterback. But like I said, I'm not gonna do any Davis Mills bashing. Like I said, I'm wait till the bye week. When the bye week gets here, I'm going to address exactly how I see it, what I see so far, what needs to be improved on, what can be improved on, and where's the progress going, and where and how do we look now going forward, and what can we do going forward as far as the organization, things like that. We should wait for Williams and draft another O lineman, maybe a center or something. So you talking about wait for Caleb Williams? Um, he was a true freshman last year. He was a true freshman last year. If I'm not mistaken. So this will be his second year. Uh, will he be eligible? Like, so maybe he's a redshirt freshman. Will he be ready for next year's draft? I don't know. If he is ready for next year's draft, I wouldn't mind taking him. But I mean, I have to watch a little bit more of Kelly. I mean, I seen him play, but like when I seen him play, he was running around. I don't know how he is from a pocket passing standpoint. I don't know how he is, and I definitely want to know how he is from from a quarterback standpoint. So I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see that. See exactly what's gonna happen. Let's see what y'all talking about. So does it make you nervous about how Mills to be in year two? But it's when it comes to the Dre's comments, it's like I said, it's as expected. Like it's as expected. Like I mean, if he was out here, like now, if he was out here OTAs throwing 5 touchdowns, no interception, he had to just bombing them things. Then I think Dre said something different. Dre come out there, oh, he's looking the part. But for him to say that he's a little bit, I think he's a little bit more comfortable than he was. Cause last year as a player, I wasn't like all that type of stuff. Kind of tells me that mm, you not sold, which is fine. You're not sold on them, but you don't want to come up here and bash them either. You don't want to say, "Oh no," like you don't want to bash him. Like you definitely want him to potentially grow. You know what I'm saying? So, but you see it, you see it. You don't. And like I said, as of right now, but like I said, I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it play out. I'm not gonna do anything too hasty. I'm gonna definitely let it play out. See what y'all ain't talking about. No, no, not next year. Draft him. Okay, so you said no, not next year. So he's not gonna be ready next year. Okay, I really want to have a son, JC. Okay, yeah. Dre gave us some OG words that me Mills still have. Yeah, that's really what he did. Dre really just like he ain't beat around the question or dance around the question nothing like that. He answered the question, but he did it in a way where okay, I'm gonna answer the question, but it's not gonna be rude. And I don't want to just like be rude, but I don't want to be like oh he's this he's that. I'm gonna just say this very short answer. Oh, he feel like he more comfortable now. He know about the offense now, type of stuff. And I said very short and sweet. Then they asked him, like, do you miss being out there? He said no. He said uh I don't know if he meant no as far as he don't no he don't miss playing. 'Cause then he says he gave the game everything he had. He ain't got no more. So I don't know if he meant no like he's done like playing in a game or he don't want to go through the practices. 'Cause it definitely makes sense why you ain't trying to go through the practices. But I think almost anybody, any player like feel like they can jump back in that game and get that game. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But he said no, he ain't had no reasons, no desire to come back. I'm going to say every time 15 plus sack. Ah, that's a lot of sacks, man. That's a lot of sacks. I mean, I know when you break down, okay, it's not even a sack a game, but just 15 times. That's that's I don't know. I don't know. 15 seconds is a light is a lot. Yeah, make sure you're hitting that like button. More people coming in, but the lights ain't going up. Make sure you're hitting that like button. What surprised me when do you see Texas potentially having? I think it's gonna be the Colts. I don't think they're gonna beat the Chargers. The Chargers gonna come in with vengeance. I wouldn't be surprised if they'll beat the Colts week one. I don't think they is, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think the Texans' surprise win gonna be against the Eagles. It's Thursday night football against the Eagles. Eagles with the playoff team, I know, but I think the Eagles should be a decent team this year. I think the Texans' surprise game is gonna be the Eagles on Thursday night football. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Battle Red Day. You know how they do in Battle Red. I definitely think it's going to be that game as well, that Thanksgiving game. Well, it's not Thanksgiving; it's a Thursday game against the Arizona Cardinals. That's what I think is going to be the number one game. So we'll see. We'll definitely see, man. We'll definitely see. But like I said, let me know what y'all thinking over there. How y'all feeling about this Deshaun Watson situation? Well, y'all angry? Y'all angry? Y'all laughing at it? Y'all glad that we got rid of him? Like, how y'all feel about that? Bow red. That's just think about his Spitz. It's realistic if he had see realistic he had 9 sacks with 8 games. He played I think he played I think so imagine that full season. I don't know. Uh we'll see though. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. But I don't know. We'll definitely see. But I'm glad to see Andre was out there, and I'm glad to see that he had fun and he like seeing what he's and also he's in there with Love. I said I know the report, not report, but the video came out like not too long after the Texans hired Lovey. Lovey was talking because I know both Jonathan Joseph and Andre was up there because I did the interview with Gary Jones. Shout out to GJ for GM. He said that he was invited, but he had other prior engagement that he couldn't make it or whatever. And yeah, it should have been done then, but uh, it should have been done then. But like Lovey was like, okay, what we gonna do is I want your input. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be involved. And I guess everything should have been done right there and then, but it seemed like it lagged a little bit long. And I think it's more so because he's not Texas anymore. So it's kind of like we not gonna tell you about it right up. We ain't gonna tell you about how it is. Glad it's all over. We could see the bill. I think we could have gotten at least another second or at least a player in the trade, but I'm not mad. I'm going to Texas for default want to stay in. Texas will. Yeah, I think the Texans. I think if Deshaun doesn't ask for a trade, if Deshaun does not ask for a trade, I don't think none of this ever comes out. I don't. 'Cause I think if it does, Deshaun goes to the Texans, and I think they handle it, especially if they out here giving massages. Cause I don't know, it don't make no sense to me. It really don't. Like I can't wrap my hand around it. So I just ah, it don't make no sense to me. It really don't. Like it just really don't. It just the whole type of situation just really don't. We'll see. We'll definitely see. With this, like I said, it's Cleveland problems now. Like it's something that Cleveland, like I said, and I don't really know how they can really have buyer's remorse when it's not like the Texans knew about this information, traded them, and then the allegations came out. That would be dirty. That would be dirty money, dirty pool. It would be, but I don't know. It just don't make no sense that you know all this information and you allowing it to happen, and you know that they know all this information, and you know that they allowing it to happen. Why would you want to trade? It it just don't make no sense to me. It just don't. And like I say, now Cleveland, they don't know what they want to do. Like is they general manager gonna get fired behind this? I could definitely see. So I definitely could see they general manager basically getting in trouble behind this because it's senseless. It's senseless, is you traded all what you traded up to go get them, and now you don't even have them. So it's I don't know, man. I really don't. I really don't know. It really does. It really don't make no damn sense. I'm not gonna lie. I was really shocked. He went Browns over every other team. I seen the Dolphins maybe and the Panthers and Broncos and even the Pats would even though even the Pats would have not had. Yeah, I think they other two, I think other organizations find a way to no not dance around the question, but find a way to find something else. So it is what it is. Let's see what else y'all talking about. I'm about to get ready to go in a minute. See what else y'all here talking about real quick though before I dip off. Let's see. Really hope we join practice. I can't wait till we do joint practices too, man. Like I can't wait to see these guys actually pass. I can wait to see Stingley hitting somebody. I can't wait to see Petrie and Harris hit somebody. I can't wait to see Mitch. I don't know if Mitch is gonna be on the field, but I can't wait to see a lot of these guys that they ain't drafted. I know y'all seen that like the Texans finally have dropped not Deshaun Watson. Deshaun might be talking about me, y'all. The Texans finally dropped Darius Stingley Jr. jersey. Now, bad thing for me, they only dropped the home one. They didn't drop both the home and away. I want the white one, so we'll see. Hopefully, I'll be getting it pretty soon. Like I said, y'all want to contribute, y'all more than welcome to contribute to keep calling that boy Deshaun Watson. Keep y'all welcome to contribute to the Houston Texans campaign on the search on the search to get a drink. How many picks you see Stingley having? I know Wise talking about he got 6 picks. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 5. I am gonna say 5. I'm gonna say 5. Why do you like the Texans? Well, I'm only 45 minutes away from Houston. Uh, only 45 minutes away from Houston. I forgot what Madden it was. I think it was 2002. The Texans weren't invented yet, so you had to pick a team. You had to pick a team to build, and they automatically put you on the Texans when you did it. They automatically put you on the Texans for you to build them. So kind of built that with that, and once you did that, once you did that, you started liking the team because you liking the logo. Then you see around you driving, you go to Houston or something, and you see Texans coming soon type situation. So that's the reason why I'm a Texas fan. Like it was basically put in my face. So, like it was basically put in my face by Madden, John Madden, in the game, and then also just being in close proximity to the Texans, watching them all the time. So that's why Texans became my favorite team. Do you play fantasy football, Spitz? I like it. Bandit on DraftKings every year. I feel I play free season long. Oh yeah, I play fantasy football. Where I used to work at, it has a free fantasy. We used to have a little fantasy pool. Even though I don't work there no more, we still do the fantasy pool. Yeah, fantasy football, it gets you intrigued to other games, like a game you wouldn't normally watch. Like, it'd be a game. Trying to think of just random teams. That's not even a good team. Don't even have no stars on it. Uh, I'm gonna say Detroit. I'm gonna say Detroit and the Bills. The Detroit playing the Bills. I wouldn't normally watch that game, but if I'm able to watch it, I'll watch it because I might have my god boy Darren Fox, DeAndre Swift. I might have DeAndre Swift, and then I'm I might have DeAndre Swift, and then the person I'm playing against might have the Bills defense, or the person I'm playing against might have Josh Allen. So I'm watching the game because I'm watching to see hope DeAndre Swift go hard and do a whole bunch of stuff, and I hope that Josh Allen throws some picks or whatever. So it's stuff like that. I see. I definitely like playing, love playing fantasy football. Hey man, shout out to Wild World for the super chat, man. Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that love, man. Appreciate the super chat love. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Also, you are contributing to the Deshaun. I keep saying y'all done had me say Deshaun Watson name so many times. You contribute to the Derek Stingley Jr. jersey donation fund. I definitely appreciate you. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were from there. I thought you were from Orlando. No, I ain't from Orlando. I'm a Magic fan though. I'm not from Florida. Not from the state of Florida. I'm from the state of Texas. If you ever heard of Bluebell ice cream, that's where I'm from. We make Bluebell ice cream. I don't work at Bluebell. Couldn't work at Bluebell. I eat too much ice cream. To be honest with you, if I worked at Bluebell, I'll be eating all the ice cream. So I'll be eating all the ice cream. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ice cream sandwiches, everything. I'm watching all of the ice cream. I'm eating all the ice cream sandwiches, all the ice cream, pint ice cream, homemade vanilla, cookies and cream. Eating all of it. But I think the Texans Seahawks going to be the best. I think the Texans and the Seahawks got the best logos in the NFL. No, and the thing is, a lot of Texas fans don't like the Texans logo and don't like the Texans name and don't like the Texans jersey and want new jersey sales. But I'm actually glad you said that because actually that kind of reminds me of something. That kind of reminds me because I was supposed to do this in the last stream and forgot to do it. So I'm gonna do it right now because I got the list of the potential Texan names that could have been the Texan names. And for all the people out there who don't like the Texans name, this was on the list for the Texans name. Apollos. Houston Apollos. Uh, I don't know. My bad, y'all. My fault, y'all. I don't know what went on. I don't know what was going on with this damn camera. It just completely fell off all the way. Yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad. It cut up. My bad. Cut off, y'all. We back. We back. We back in the thing. We back. We back in the mix. We definitely back in the mix. But yeah, I know a little bit longer since that since the thing cut off. Hey, Can't get right, just can't get right. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's cool though. So I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. It cut back off. But hey, it is what it is. Players mess up. Players' equipment gets faulty. It's all machines. So it is what it is. But we back like we ain't never left. I forgot where I was at. What I was doing, I was talking about team names. I see still a couple more people in here. So like I said, if you still in here, comment. Let me know that you still in here. Like let me know. Let me know you still in here. Well, I need to cut the stream off. Let me know y'all still in here. Let me know y'all back. Y'all still in here. If the server went down, then the camera failed. Like it was just a lot. Like my girl say, it be a lot sometimes. It just be a whole lot. But it's all gravy though. It's all gravy. It's all gravy. It's all gravy. Like Pimp C. It's all gravy. But we'll see though. We'll definitely see exactly what's going on. See everybody else come in back. Y'all back in here. Like y'all still in here. Y'all still watching. Y'all still cool. Y'all still on the scene. Y'all still hold it down. We gonna hold it down. We gonna hold it down. Can I say it? I don't know if I can say it. But like I said, the team names. These are the Texan team names that they had. Like I said, the Houston Apollos, the Bobcats, the Challengers, Colt 45s, the Energy, the Hurricanes, the Roughnecks. We already knew about that. Everybody knew about that. The Rough Riders, the Roustabouts, Stormcats, Texans that we have, the Toros, the Wildcats, the Wildcators, the Wranglers, and the Stallions. We would have been the Texans would have been Megan the Stallions. It would have been the Houston. The Houston Stallions. It would have been the Houston. Oh man, the Houston Stallions, baby. Oh, oh man, the Houston Stallions. That's funny. That's funny to me. That's fun. That's all the way funny to me. I think, to be honest though, that's not the worst one. I think and I used to always think that the worst name was the Roughnecks. I did not like that name, bro. I knew about the name. I knew about. I knew about the Roughnecks. I knew about the Roustabouts, and I knew about the Toros. I knew about them. Oh, I think I knew about the Apollo. I knew about the Apollos. The worst name on here is Stormcats and Wildcats. They make the most cartoonish. Cook the Stormcats, the Wildcats, the Rain. They gonna name us after some jeans. Well, at least you get a free endorsement deal. Like I guess if you a star player, you get some Wrangler jeans. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I'm sorry. Like the stream got cut off. Uh, uh, um. I'm sorry the stream got cut off. I'm gonna do something better with the server so it won't cut off. I know it did that last time when I streamed Friday, But hey, man, everybody said everybody who's still in here, appreciate y'all still being in here. Appreciate Wow, Worldwide for the super chat. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate everybody who came out there, liked and subscribed. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share the channel. Shout out to everybody out there in South Nation. Shout out to all my boys out there in South Sports. Honcho, Wise, Wink, Tenny, Hector, Ray, Darren, Swisher, Wise, Wink. Shout out to all them boys out there. Uh, Shout out to Fox 26 as well. Shout out Houston. Shout out Whataburger, Dr. Pepper Shake. Funny thing is, my son actually said my favorite food is Whataburger. Like he told the school that at the little school program that his dad's favorite food is Whataburger. I thought it was funny. I thought it was all the way funny, but but yeah, shout out to everybody out there. Like I said, I just dropped the video talking about Jabari Smith going #1 to the Orlando Magic. While the Magic will draft Jabari, even if you're not a Magic fan, hey man, just for support, check out the video. Got another video dropping, should drop in the morning. It's gonna be a Texan video off of OTA, so y'all be on the lookout for that as well. Also, like I say, if y'all really want to know how I feel about the Deshaun Watson situation, like I said, it's some more stuff to the details. I got a video coming out pretty soon. Uh, I got a video coming out pretty soon talking about it. It's good. Wink. I'm about to end it in a minute. Yeah, I mean it's cool, man. But yeah, it's got a video coming out pretty soon to definitely show me basically talk about exactly what happened, cause it's some stuff in there. So like I said, make sure y'all look out for that video. Like I said, also make sure you look out for the one I'm dropping in the morning as well. And also NBA draft. If you want to be a part of the NBA draft video, if you want to be part of the NBA draft show, I'm gonna be dropping something pretty soon to let y'all boys know exactly what's going on. We can talk about it. So if it's not on my next video, it probably will be on the next stream I do. So probably go live again Friday, so it'll probably be on that one. So make sure y'all boys be on the lookout for that. I holla.